Hello, this is Howard from Bali Beginnings, and today we're discussing aftercare works, but only if you work it. So what does it mean? It means we can't do the work for anyone. And would there really be value in us doing it if there was? So it's the same with the gym. You can hire a personal trainer, but if you don't do what they say, you're not going to get in shape. You know, you can read what it says to do in a diet book, but if you don't try and implement it, you're not going to get the outcomes you want. And it's the same with going to school or anything. You can have access to the things, but if you don't show up and take accountability and be present, then don't be surprised when unfortunately you don't get the outcome you want. And that's what we want. Now, don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean you have to be perfect. Perfection is in fact a goal that leaves a lot of people feeling unhappy because it's near on impossible to achieve. But showing up is important. And what does that mean? You know, not showing up necessarily to our every aftercare session, but doing your best to show up to every aftercare session and being accountable for how you show up in the aftercare session. Am I going to go in there intention to daydream and not really pay attention? Or am I going to try and actively listen? Am I going to try and actively engage? And I use the word try because, again, it's not about progress. We're all individuals. Personally, I have a short attention span, so I actually have to try and continue to practice staying focused. It's very easy for me to drop off, but that's not an excuse for me not to try. So we can set up a fantastic foundation, and we have a fantastic foundation. I think it's one of the reasons our relapse rate is so many times better than the industry average. But it is meaningless unless you bring your best self, not your perfect self, but your best self. It really works, but only if you work it. So please work it.